Hello students, so in this module we are going to be learning about a very important topic called as structure of ovary. Now let's see, when we talk about the ovary structure, ovary in a female is surrounded by a single layer of cuboidal cells, and this layer of simple cuboidal epithelium, students, is called as germinal epithelium. Just below this layer is a layer of fibrous connective tissue, which you are seeing in here in blue color. Fibrous connective tissue layer, which we call as the tunica albuginea. Now inside these layers, the entire tissue of ovary is divided into two regions. The peripheral region, which is very active region, is called as cortex, and the middle region is called as medulla, where the tissue we call as stroma. Now what exactly is there in the middle region? There are a lot of blood vessels present in the middle region, students. Now outer area is very active because there are various follicles at different stages present in here. For example, there are follicles called as primordial follicles present in here. And how do these follicles look like? Let's have a look at one of these follicles. That's a primordial follicle, which has an egg in the center surrounded by the cells which we call as follicular cells or granulosa cells, because they have got granules present in them. Also seen are the follicles called as primary follicles. Now what is the difference in primordial follicles and primary follicles? This is a primary follicle. It has got an egg present in it, but surrounding the egg are the same cells now maturing. You can see the follicular cells or granulosa cells are becoming taller, becoming columnar. That means they are maturing, but still having a single layer of cells. Another group of follicles which we see are the secondary follicles, and these are the stages. What you see in here are the early stages of secondary follicles. And how do they look like? Now these follicles have got more than one layer of cells and the same egg in the center. Now more than one layer of cells, that means cells have started multiplying. Two or even more layers of cells. Now when these secondary follicles further mature, we call them maturing secondary follicles. Let's see what starts developing in this. Now you see, maturing secondary follicles have got a cavity developing in them, and now the layer of cells is also more than two. They can be 5 to 7 layers of cells present, and the cavity which I have colored in here as blue color has got a fluid present in it. So cells are multiplying and a cavity starts forming. Another very important structure in the ovary of a female is, students, a follicle called as Graafian follicle. Now you can see Graafian follicles cavity is much larger, much bigger a cavity is present, and fluid is filling up the cavity. The details of Graafian follicle, students, we are going to be taking care in the next module. But right now you should understand that the Graafian follicle on 14th day of 28 days menstrual cycle in a woman attaches to the ovarian wall and releases egg. Now this egg, students, is technically at something we call as secondary oocyte stage. This process on the 14th day of the menstrual cycle is called as ovulation. The woman ovulates. Now after this, students, what we have here in the ovary is the ruptured Graafian follicle. This ruptured follicle starts absorbing lot of yellow color pigment from the stroma and transforms into a huge big yellow color body called as corpus luteum. Corpus is the body, luteum means yellow color. This is an important endocrine gland which is temporary in ovary. If pregnancy doesn't occur, this corpus luteum, students, on around 28th day of the menstrual cycle degenerates to form a white color scar tissue which is called as corpus albicans. Corpus body albicans is white in color. Now herein, students, what we see is the entire structure of ovary. Now in this module we have done the complete structure of ovary, but we are going to be continuing with other detailings of the ovarian structure in the next module. Till then, take care.